But just we're about to do some CPAC stuff, and it's been incredibly cringe. But this has been pointed out long before you got here, probably, and you've known about it all day. But we can't get over how fucking this is just a Nazi symbol. Like, it's literally a Nazi symbol. They're not even like, every time we think they're going full like mask off, they continue to remove another mask. They're like a Scooby-Doo villain where there's always a mask under there. It just if you haven't seen this, which would be very surprising, this is a symbol that the SS used for their troops, and it's also a Norse symbol. It's what's it called? It's called something. I forget the name of it. I can look at it really quick though. I'm sure one of you guys are gonna get there immediately. An old all rune, yeah. And this is basically if I guess we could just old all rune. I mean, you could just do this really quick. You can look up old all runes like this. Right, and it even has the wings on it, which is specifically, I mean, there it is. Not very surprising. There's one like this, and then there's the diamond one. One of them, I think this one's the mountain one, and then this one's like a different. It doesn't really matter. It's SS iconography. Sure, some of it is for. It stands for heritage, if I'm not mistaken, or at least it's used often for heritage. But it's co-opted by the Nazis. Oh, surprise! Volunteer Mountain Division for the SS. I mean, man, as a Norse pagan, that hurts. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, Norse paganism had been co-opted by the Nazis. But anyway, I don't think CPAC is going with like Norse heritage here. That is very clearly their stage is I mean, come on, dude. Like, wow, wowzers. Their symbolism is starting to lose symbology and just be the actual thing. So let's do a little CPAC today. First, we're gonna start off with, of course, everyone's favorite loser, Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz, he's the worst. Nobody likes him. Everybody hates Ted Cruz. But apparently he made the internet explode today. Blaze TV says Ted Cruz made the internet explode after he said some stuff about things. So Ted Cruz, I guess we're gonna see. Whew. He's gonna make us lose our fucking minds. He's gonna own us with facts and logic right now. Are you ready for this? Are you prepared? Do you think your body can handle the kind of ownage we're about to go experience? Because I don't know. I don't know if I can handle it. It's gonna be rough, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So Ted Cruz over here apparently being big and rad. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I think we might. We're going to try. Let's see if we can handle Ted Cruz's jellies.
And let me tell you right now.
He's very quiet.
In Los Angeles, there's some skater kid.
A skater kid in Los Angeles. You know, how the kids are skating right now. The new movie by the new video game, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, just came out. And so the kids, they're skating around,
Who's 19, who's told that it's hip and chic and cool.
Well, I wish you could turn this up. Holy fucking shit. This is so low. It's so low.
Cool to be a leftist socialist man.
A leftist socialist man.
Who's going to hear a message? Wait a second. These guys don't want me to speak, think, have fun.
Dude. Like a tube of toothpaste right now. Look at this. He is squeezed all the way up in his neck. His neck is just like squeezed right up here. Dude, you're a chunky boy. Let the chunk out. What are you pretending? Stop trying to all the way to the top here, dude. Like, this is why I wear a corn suit like a respectable human person. Jesus.
Do what I want. message of liberty is profoundly subversive.
So the message of liberty, this is why, again, Daddy was right again. Holy shit. If you just start arguing for leftist beliefs based on the axis of freedom, right? So understanding that liberty and freedom is where we win and where they lose at all times. What is more free? Do you live in a system that's more or less free? Okay? Which one's the free society? One where the determination on your ability to get health care is based on your geographic location and the amount of money you have, so you can only go to a doctor within your network, within the hospital that is provided by your network, and, of course, under a plan that you can afford to pay for. Or are you more free if you could go to any hospital and any doctor at any point, irrespective of the amount of money that you make? Obviously, one is more free. Are you more or less free if you can express your gender identity any way you see fit? Who gives a fuck what somebody else says? You're going to live your goddamn best life. That's fucking freedom, baby. Obviously, the one where they're not trying to tell you don't have rights if you happen to have a pee-pee and wear pretty dresses. That's what I'm saying, okay? So, we win. We win these conversations. Ted Cruz loses these conversations every time. I would happily argue against him anytime, Ted Cruz. Any fucking time, bro. Anytime. Name a time. Yes is the answer. I will meet you on the Kumite, the battlefield of ideas. Let's do it, Ted. Let's do it.
The left believes in rigid conformity. We believe in diversity, free speech. You can say whatever you want, no matter how dumb it is. And by the way, in Washington, D.C., we test that proposition. Religious liberty, you can worship however you like on your knees before Almighty God.
Yeah, all of this is fine. All of this is fine. I don't know. I don't know what lefty is he talking to that says that you can't do any of these things. What?
Or you can worship the almighty dollar.
Ooh, ew. Please don't worship the almighty dollar. That's creepy. That's super creepy. You see how nobody there was like, oh, yeah, cool, dollars. Nobody cheered for that? Yeah.
Or you can worship, I don't know, pink Martians.
Pink Martians.
That's the beauty of freedom, the Second Amendment. Oh, the left hates the Second Amendment.
What? I'm fine. Hey, no. Hey, go ahead and buy guns, gays. See how long they like the Second Amendment. Just tossing that out there. Hey, any black folks in chat? Go ahead and buy some guns. Hey, trans folks, leftists, Antifa. Hey, guys, go buy some guns. See how long they like that. See how long they go without legislating some gun control. Yeah. Go ahead. You know what people like you know what most people on the left say about the Second Amendment? Like, hey, if you're not going to manage your bullshit, we're just going to buy them too. Like, I don't know that you're going to want that, bro. He's talking about the first but said second? No, I think he's talking about the second now. He was talking about the First Amendment. Now he's talking about the Second Amendment.
Because they want their people docile and compliant. You know, when we saw riots all across the country, I remember there were reports that riots were going to come into Suburban, mostly peaceful, fiery but mostly peaceful. There were reports riots were going to come into the suburbs. I got to tell you, in Houston, where I live, there weren't any rioters. Because let's be very clear, if there had been, they would discover what the state of Texas thinks about the Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms.
If you try to assemble in my suburb, I, Ted Cruz, will shoot you with my gun. Wow. Okay. Alrighty. I guess we know where Ted Cruz stands. Wow. Huh. I thought, wait, he just went on with his First Amendment. They don't like the First Amendment, but if you do the First Amendment on my neighborhood, I'm gonna shoot you with a gun. What? Oh, Ted. Oh, Ted.
So defend liberty. But number 2, have fun. Have fun.
What if fun? What if my version of fun is being whoever I am in the most truthful way? Huh. No, not like that. What if my idea of fun is wearing a pretty dress and being beautiful? No, can't do that. Got a pee-pee. Not allowed. Not allowed to do that. Okay. All right, Ted.
You know, so many on the right, they act like they got a stick inserted somewhere it doesn't belong. Like, just lighten up. Especially now, the left.
What if my idea of fun is having health care, Ted?
They are shrill. They are angry. How many leftists does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Oh, Jesus. He's doing a screw in a light bulb? Oh, What do we think the punchline's going to be? How many leftists does it take to screw in a light bulb? Well, they have to find out who is oppressed the most, so they make sure they don't offend anybody.
That's not funny!
Is that it? Wait, how many leftists does it take to screw in a light bulb? That's not funny. Oh, it was worse than we thought. It was worse than we thought. Phoenix Flight, thanks for the 5. It literally isn't funny though. It's not. I'm not mad that it's not funny. I'm just tired out. I'm just a little exhausted by you, Ted. The punchline is that there is no punchline. Oh no. Oh God.
Like, God bless. Who would want to be around these people? You know, Jerry Seinfeld doesn't tell comedy anymore because any joke that's funny is canceled.
What's any joke that's funny is canceled? I don't know, bro. That was an old feminist joke, was it? I don't know anything. Was it?
You know, SNL is unwatchable. The late night comedy, they stand up and say, we hate Donald Trump. Yeah, no kidding. We didn't get that the last 9,000 times you told that.
What? Dude, I'm mad that he's getting like 6 or 7 people to laugh at this in a room filled with people. Like when this is your base and 6 people are laughing in a room of 1,000, dude, you're not killing it.
You know, in 2020, the New York Times reported that 60% of women named Karen
did he prep
voted
for
for
this?
Joe Biden.
Is that?
That's actually real. You can look it up, the fact checkers. That's what the New York Times reported. And I'm willing to bet 80% of the men named Karen voted for Joe Biden.
There's your trans joke. There's your trans joke. There it is. You like that one, chat? He's coming out here with some burners. I feel like the energy is getting sucked out of this stream just by... A new trans joke? No, that's not a new trans joke. That's the same trans joke. I identify as Karen. That's it. That's the whole... Yeah. Oh, a few claps there. A few claps for the transphobia. Nice. There it goes. Wait, someone took off their cowboy hat for him. Yee! Tentacle alien man, thanks for the 8 months, dude.
Just have fun.
Is it? But we don't think it's fun. All of your party is in the back right now, Ted. Like, you're not even going full fun. You're only half fun, and it's the back part.
You know, yesterday, John Boehner made some news. He suggested that I do something that was anatomically impossible.
Okay. Suck your own dick? I don't know what he means.
My response was, who's John Boehner?
Wait, what? So, I don't know, shove his head up his ass? I don't know. And then he said, who is John Boehner? I don't know either. I don't know. But that's not the joke. That's not the point.
And you know what? There are a whole lot of voices in Washington.
This is so bad, dude.
That want to just erase the last 4 years. Want to go back to the world before, where we had government of the lobbyists, by the lobbyists, and for the lobbyists.
You still have that? What? So why don't you support anti-lobbyist legislation, Ted? Like what? Then support legislation that disallows people to pay you for special interests. Do you think Ted Cruz would do that, who is currently standing on one of those stages? Like what? You're standing on this... You're doing the thing.
Republicans' compelling message was, Republicans, we waste less.
Dude, I swear to God, I only want to run for Senate to bully Ted Cruz and people like him, Joshua Hawthorne, and just that'd be my whole brand. What kind of legislation are you pushing? Oh no, I'm not. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have any policies. I'm just gonna bully these guys. Yeah. What's that? Healthcare? I don't even know what that is. I'm just trying to be mean to Ted Cruz and his mullet. Yeah. Yeah. No, I have literally no other desires. Thank you for questions. Just vote for me, I think, probably.
And they look at Donald J. Trump, and they look at the millions and millions of people inspired who went to battle fighting alongside President Trump, and they're terrified.
And they lost.
And they want him to go away. Let me tell you this right now, Donald J. Trump ain't going anywhere.
He said your wife was ugly. It's so fucking sad, dude. It's so sad, bro. Oh. Ted, your wife is ugly. Yes, Father. That's it. That's the whole thing. Okay.
And the Republican Party is not the party just of the country clubs. The Republican Party is the party of steel workers and construction workers.
Is it though?
And pipeline workers and taxi cab drivers. And
unless those people want more money for their labor, in which case you're like, ooh, never mind. Sorry. Oh, you wanted to unionize? No. No, you don't. I'm sorry. You're not gonna be part of the steel workers union, are you? You're an auto worker? The UAW? No, thank you. I'm not a Republican. I'm sorry. I'm a union worker. I can't vote for you, Ted.
And cops and firefighters and waiters and waitresses.
You're not for waitresses or waiters. They make under minimum wage because of you. What are you talking about, dude? Once they ask for a fair wage and democracy in the workplace, you're like, yeah, gonna have to avoid that. And by the way, going to make healthcare harder for you to get. Yep.
And the men and women with calluses on their hands who are working for this country. That is our party, and these deplorables are here to stay.
Dude, give me a microphone while Ted Cruz is on stage. It would take me 2 seconds. He'd just be mad. He'd be like, who are you? Yeah, Ted, isn't it fucking weird that I don't have to be anyone and I can shit all over you in front of everybody? Like, what? What, are you wearing a cord suit, bro? Yeah, and I'm still more respectable than you. You look like shit. Like, just really deadpan. Just make Ted Cruz look like an idiot. It'd take no power whatsoever. I could probably be on my phone and like half pay attention to him and still shit all over him. He's just so bad.
Every one of you has a platform. Every one of you has a voice. The corporate
Half of chat could dunk on Ted.
media wants to silence these voices.
Isn't CPAC low-hanging fruit? No.
You have a platform. You know, last year I launched a podcast.
You did?
Verdict with Ted Cruz. Over 25 million downloads in a year.
Oh. That's not very good. That's not very good.
By the way, please go subscribe. Verdict with Ted Cruz. Verdict with Ted Cruz. Click on subscribe. 5 stars, please.
Wow, that is fucking sad, dude. We had an American politician went up here to pimp his podcast. Okay. I'm a 16-year-old trans guy, and I can dunk on Ted Cruz on intense sedatives. I feel like some of you guys think saying mean things to Ted Cruz is dunking on him. Sorry, chat. I see you guys sometimes dunking on people. There's some of you that got the skill, though. There's some of you that got the skill. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. That was worse than a please clap. That was a please subscribe. Smash that subscribe button. By the way, chat, please subscribe.
But you know what? You have the same platform. You have social media. You have your friends, your neighbors, your family, your classmates. Speak out for freedom.
Speak out for freedom, chat.
Because I'm going to close with these words of encouragement.
All right, buddy.
These are dark days, and the media tells us this is the new galactic empire forever and 1,000 years.
The new galactic empire? What? Chat, I'm confused about everything right now. Am I high? I didn't smoke. I feel fucked up though. That's weird.
But already Joe Biden and the radicals in his administration, they are already overshooting. They are already going too far. Their policies don't work. They are disasters. They are bad. They are destroying jobs. They are stripping our freedom.
Wait, which policies, Ted? Which policies are doing that?
And there is a natural pendulum to politics.
Hey! I don't need you to tell me what. Stupid phone. Get the fuck out of here. Phone. Stupid phone. Listening to me and shit.
Politics. And the country will come back to sanity, and mark my words, 2022 is going to be a fantastic election year, and so is 2024 as we stand together and defend liberty, defend the Constitution, defend the Bill of Rights of every American. In the immortal words of William Wallace, freedom!
Stop. Please, no. No, dude. What the fuck, bro? That's really bad. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Freedom!
Ted. Oh, Theodore fucking Cruz, bro. Theodore Cruz. Actually, his name is Raphael Edward Cruz. Ted doesn't make any sense. I don't know where the fuck he gets his name from. Why do people call him Ted? Raphael Edward Cruz. People call him Ted? Does his wife call him Ted? Early life. I'm Canadian. And then they're like, hey, Cruz began going by Ted at age 13? Why? But why, though? Does he talk about it? Things you never knew about Ted Cruz. All right, I gotta know. Why he watched hardcore porn with Supreme Court. Wait, what? What? You read that right. While clerking for Chief Justice William Rehnquist, 26-year-old Ted Cruz watched porn with Rehnquist and Justice Sandra Day O'Connor. We were in front of large computer screen gazing at explicit hardcore pornography. They were considering a case about regulating the online world of pornography. Court librarians set up a tutorial to help the justices and clerks understand how accessible and pervasive online porn is. Wow. And as we watched these graphic pictures fill our screens wide-eyed, no one said a word, except for Justice O'Connor, who lowered her head, squinted slightly, and muttered, "Oh my." Huh. Yeah. Okay. Ted is actually not his real name. Born Raphael Edward Cruz, he'd gone by the nickname Felito, which is so close to fellatio I almost said it. Most of his life, Cruz describes the nickname often resulted in him being teased. He refers to that time of his life where he was an unpopular nerd. Yeah, just that time of your life, Ted Cruz. The only time in your life you were an unpopular nerd was the before times and not the now times. The problem with that name is that it seemed to rhyme with every major corn chip on the market. Fritos, Cheetos, Doritos, Tostitos. In fact, there are young children quite happy to point out. Cruz wrote that his mother gave him the idea to change his name. Ted immediately felt like me. What the fuck? Okay. But my father was furious with the decision. He viewed it as a rejection of him and his heritage. It was not my intention. He literally renamed himself and has a problem with fucking pronouns and trans people. Are you fucking serious? Ted, it just felt like my real name. What the fuck, Ted Cruz? Are you absolutely fucking dead serious right now? I actually can't believe it. Can we only dead name Ted Cruz from now on? Is that okay? Is that fine if we just dead name Ted Cruz because he's an unpopular, shitty nerd? Fuck Ted Cruz. Jesus Christ. My name felt like me. Fuck you, you piece of dog shit. Are you fucking serious? This makes me more mad than I thought it would. Knowing the origin of his fucking made-up nickname so he could... That's so fucking frustrating, bro. God, fucking, really, really hate Ted Cruz. Hey, Ted Cruz, fuck you, nerd. Fucking loser. It's the end of the video. So I know serotonin is like a little happy bomb. What's the rage juice? Almost didn't make it. Oh, I'm so sneezy. Sally, Jesse, Raphael, Cruz. Chat, I'm going to itch my nostril with this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm so sneezy. Can you see my eyes are like watery and puffy right now? Norepinephrine is the rage juice? Hell yeah, because that's what it was. Cortisol? Cortisol makes you rage? He makes my cortisol rage juice then. This one's for you, and this one too. Thanks, Wins. Wing Spread Bright. Thank you for the 200 biddies. I appreciate you. Ted Bundy Cruz. Oh, boy. With all this watery weather, allergy season is gonna suck. I don't have allergies, at least not that I'm aware of. It's never happens really. Hello, Ice Cat. You could now. I guess. What I'm guessing it is, though, is usually I talk about this a lot. I have a deviated septum. My nose doesn't work correctly all the time. And so my right nostril, like, I have to spread it out to even use it. So I wear nose strippies sometimes at night so I can breathe through my nose when I'm sleeping. And this nostril doesn't get a lot of play. This nostril is often just not working in general. But when I open it up and breathe all night, it does. And so I just think it's not used to having air in it. You know what I'm saying? Ted is full of shit. It is definitely because Ted is more white than that he chose it. Oh, boy, you're probably right. I had that corrected through surgery. I'm thinking about it. We'll see what happens. I probably will eventually. Man, fucking noses, dude. Felito Cruz. Good night. All right, we got more of this bullshit from CPAC. Last CPAC of the night, because there were just some cringy things that happened, obviously. Ted Cruz being one of them. But this one was sent to me. And this is Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. And he's going to talk about how lockdowns weren't good or something. You know, the dumb shit. Be prepared to be even angrier again. CPAC, we love it. We love CPAC. Hell yeah. Hopefully he's louder, maybe?
Well, thank you. We love you too.
A little bit.
For those of you who aren't from Florida, welcome to our oasis of freedom.
Oasis of freedom.
We are an oasis of freedom in a nation that's suffering in many parts of the country under the yoke of oppressive lockdowns.
So I like this a lot. I'm from Michigan, obviously, if you're not aware. So we came from that terrible governor, Gretchen, Big Gretch, and we had big lockdowns. Yeah, I went on vacation this year. It was fine. Everything was fine. The lockdowns were very good. We had really low COVID numbers until a particular presidential candidate named Donald decided to have multiple failing rallies near the election season, which sucked. And then we had a vocal minority of people that, like, you know, were like, I'm mad at masks. But nonetheless, most of the people in the state were fine. We had low COVID numbers. We had one of the highest operating economies during the height of the lockdowns in 2020. I think we were number 7, I believe, in economy, which is pretty good for Michigan, considering economy has been a problem under Republican leadership in the past, but luckily we don't have that anymore. You know, like Rick Snyder. And so we were good. We were fine. I think as far as lockdown stuff that was really bad, I mean, when it initially happened, things were just slow for a few days and people bought a lot of toilet paper. You guys remember that? That happened everywhere. And then it was fine. And people kind of acclimated to the situation. And you just wore masks everywhere. And I went on a beautiful vacation. And we went to the beach. And I rented a little cabin. And it was fine. And I don't know what the fuck I don't know what the fuck they're talking about with this anti-freedom bullshit. The highest lockdown thing ever, and it was totally fine. I don't really understand where it could where you could get the notion that people didn't have freedom seems very surprising to me. It almost is like a political grift. Very shocking from the Republicans. Usually very nice people.
Look around in other parts of our country, and in far too many places we see schools closed, businesses shuttered, and lives destroyed.
Lives destroyed, which is not the same. Only through economics can lives be destroyed, not through being murdered by a disease. Definitely not. If you got COVID and suffered death, like 500,000 people did, 30,000 plus in Florida alone, which by the way is a big portion of the deaths. Then you're probably not doing great. You're probably not doing great. Not good.
While so many governors over the last year had kept locking people down, Florida lifted people up.
It's
Florida
bad.
is leading in protecting our vulnerable residents, saving the economy, and safeguarding the freedom of our people. In Florida, schools are open.
Florida is the reason that a lot of this keeps getting worse. Like luckily we're in a situation now where the Biden administration has done a really good job with COVID response. They've done bad stuff otherwise in other places, but they've done a good job with COVID response, and doing pretty good. You know what would have been better? Just tossing this out there. A very strict 15 to 20 day lockdown where you say, okay, everyone, you're going to get $2,000 checks for this month. Stay at home. Don't worry about it. If you do work, we're going to give you hazard pay. Chill out, and the economy will open back up in 20 days. Full blast. That would have been better, don't you think? Don't you think if we would have just been like, hey, just 20 days. 20 days, we're good to go. If you're sick, you stay in the hospital. We'll protect the spread, and we should be good. Boom. Done. Why did you make it worse? You literally lasted for a year because of you guys. Over a year. It's been over a year now, right? Or did the lockdown start in March? Because I know in February we knew about it. Maybe it was March. It's gonna be over a year, but it's gonna be about a year and a half of our lives that just got sucked out of the ether and sent to the shadow realm because you decided I don't want to wear a mask. Fucking shut up. You're so dumb.
Every Floridian has a right to earn a living, and all businesses have a right to operate. Now, we are stronger as a state and much happier as a people because of this leadership. Florida has lower per capita COVID mortality than the national average and lower than 27 other states.
Okay, so the reason that Florida has lower than average COVID mortality is because it's a vacation spot. So a lot of young people got COVID, right? And they were on vacation. And so the COVID didn't kill them, but then they went home and gave the COVID to other people who died. So the Florida case numbers are high, and the mortality rates are low because the population, of course, March, April, May, June, July, August, even September, October, are huge. Surprise, huge locations for tourism. Are you surprised? So a bunch of people got COVID. Spread it to the locals. A lot of the old people stayed inside or didn't snowbird down to Florida, and then those people take it back to the other states and die. I mean, this is I don't know how you can even look at it. Florida is like a huge problem as far as this COVID is concerned. Huge infection vector. Huge. Florida cases are also underreported because people leave before they're yeah, exactly. Yep. As a person who used to live in Florida on the East Coast, right next to like Satellite Beach and stuff. Used to live right there, next to Cape Canaveral.
Rate is lower than the national average, even though tourism isn't fully back. And
tourism was fully back during COVID. Literally, spring break happened when it bloomed the most, and you had people come down there. I don't know what he's. I mean, he knows this. He's just grifting, but you know, it's just how they do.
Our budget is in great shape. We have not touched one red cent from our rainy day fund throughout this whole time. Florida got it right, and the lockdown states got it wrong.
It's really hard to hear him. Hey, I can't help that. I do have the captions up, though.
Florida has also led and continues to lead on ensuring the integrity of our elections.
Oh, fucking Christ. The integrity of our elections.
Now, 20 years ago, if you had uttered the word Florida and the word elections in the same sentence, you would have been met with snickers. Well, when I came in office, I didn't wait for a crisis. I took early action to make sure we'd have a smooth election. One of the first things I did when I took office in 2019 was accept the resignation of Brenda Snipes as the supervisor of election in Broward County and remove the supervisor of election in Palm Beach County. We got those going in a good direction, and then when COVID hit, I rejected pressure to make hasty and ill-conceived changes to our election administration like mass mailing of unsolicited ballots.
I will never understand the argument from, if you want to call them conservatives, from Republicans, that limiting the amount of people that participate in the democracy is in fact a good thing for that democracy, right? I understand it's a good thing for the Republican Party if they want to win elections. Integrity to Florida is literally stopping the count when a Republican is in the lead, then releasing the total vote count after the Republican president is inaugurated. Right, of course. You have to solicit a ballot by registering to vote. You can. It's just really stupid. Like, why are you proud of the fact that you restrict voter access? It doesn't make any sense if you're like this really pro. If you say I'm really pro democracy, are you? Let's be real, Ron. If I sat you down in a private space where you knew you couldn't be recorded, we had an honest discussion, and you told me, like, you know, your deepest, truest beliefs without spin, without any of that bullshit, and I asked you, do you think it'd be a good thing to suppress left-wing votes? You'd say yes. We both know you'd say it. We both know you think it. Well, yeah, I want left-wing votes suppressed. I want to win the election. Of course. Of course you want that. It's weird, dude. It's weird and sad. How about, and this is wild, how about having popular opinions that get you voted in? And then if you're like, well, I don't like those opinions, consider why you don't like popular opinions. I venture to guess, and you may be shocked to understand this, I venture to guess that most right-wingers that have like shitty beliefs and that run for office and stuff do so, and this is going to blow your mind, I bet a lot of those shitty beliefs are shared and used because it makes them money. Weird. I bet if they couldn't make money from their shitty beliefs, like through lobbying, they wouldn't have as many shitty beliefs. Very strange. Very strange. I wonder if that's the case.
And the result, on election night, by midnight, the state of Florida had counted, tabulated, and put out 11 million votes.
And then Donald Trump lost.
But we're not resting on our laurels. This year, Florida is leading on banning all forms of ballot harvesting and banning third-party political groups like those funded by billionaire Mark Zuckerberg from interfering in the administration of our elections.
I don't even know what that means. I'm sure it's some sort of stupid conspiracy about the voting machines and stuff, right?
Bottom line is this: in Florida, your vote counts, and we will continue to have a process that is transparent and that inspires confidence.
Cool. Are you going to allow broad access to all people?
Florida is also leading in protecting our people from political censorship and in holding big tech accountable.
What does that mean? What does political censorship and big tech accountability mean? It just sounds like words. I don't know what they mean. I feel like I'm reading the third book in a 5-book series. And there's context I just don't have here. Like what? Alex the Memer Man, thanks for following, dude. Worked through the entire pandemic in person. My hours were cut. I threatened to form a union, and suddenly we were all vaccinated. Whoa. You should still form the union, by the way, even though you got what you wanted. Form the union, Cthulhu Hoop.
When our legislature convenes next month, it will pass, and I will sign the most ambitious reforms yet proposed for combating political censorship and deplatforming.
What's political censorship and deplatforming? We're not going to... Florida, the state, isn't going to let you block someone on Twitter or what?
For preventing big tech from interfering in our elections and for safeguarding the privacy of your personal data.
Safeguarding your personal data. Okay, I'm for that. So Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida and Republican, is against selling someone's metadata to a company, I think, maybe, which would be good. But I don't think that's what he's saying. They'll become like Idaho, no Twitter feed. What do you mean Idaho? Does Idaho have no Twitter? Pretty sure Idaho has Twitter.
In Florida, we are not going to let the terms of the debate in our country be set by oligarchs in Silicon Valley.
I know he said oligarchs, but it said a la Parks in Silicon Valley on the thing. It's funny. Idaho's an urban myth. I used to live there.
Now, Florida's leading on the issues that matter to conservatives. We don't spout hollow rhetoric. We take decisive action.
The ISPs are going to start limiting bandwidth in Idaho? The ISPs of Idaho are going to limit bandwidth to Twitter? Well, in Florida, either way. So, all right. So the strategy in Florida, and I presume Idaho or similarly, they're technically allowed to. Isn't that true? Okay, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So the strategy for conservative states is, hear me out, to limit access to the world's largest social media platform in an effort to limit the censorship they face on that platform by censoring them from accessing it. No, I'm breaking up with you. You're not breaking up with me, okay? Okay, dude. Okay. You can't set me on fire if I'm already aflame. Oh, Jesus Christ. Take 2 seconds to think about your dumb bullshit. Oh, my God, dude. We need 2 subs to get to 1,700. It's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts. Look at that. 1698? Is it because it says 69 in the middle, chat? Nice. What is wrong with you? I would rather it said 1769. Anyway.
And what's true in Florida is true.
It is pretty nice, you're right.
Across the nation.
Actually, nobody subbed. Don't do it.
We will not.
Azure makeup. But now you made it 69.9. There's an extra person there just hanging out. Oh, and then Fizzle made it. Oh, thank you so much for giving one to Plolly, Godipus, and Leafy Kitsune, and Azure Mako. I gave one to Super Duper Cow. But now it says 1701, and nobody's fucking anymore. Appreciate that. I just want you to talk like a pirate with a steering wheel in his pants. What?
Baby bird. Caw.
Communism is when you collude with capitalists. It's so fucking obvious. That's right. That's communism.
Go back to the days
Thank you,
of the
you two.
failed Republican establishment of yesteryear. We reject open borders and instead support American sovereignty and the American worker.
Zulo TV, thanks for following. Obi-Wan, thanks for giving out 2 subs to Colin Crows and Toastal Chemist. Again, I don't know why we have to keep saying this. Your stance on open borders or closed borders or whatever is immigrants don't have a negative impact on the economy. There's an initial burden that you have on people that have emigrated here, in his opinion, illegally. There's an initial burden, and then overall they are obviously a boon to the economic success of the country as a whole. That's just how it always works. Rising Phoenix, thanks for going to Canadian Brunch. Where's the open borders policy of the Dems? It isn't a thing. It's a myth. It's a it just is. It's out here. It's ephemeral. It's not a thing. Open borders are for like leftists after we like it's even open borders even for lefties. Like if you could say, okay, what are your top 10 things we need to do right now policy wise to move in a direction that would make leftism viable, right, in the United States. Open borders isn't in the top 10. I'd be surprised if it's in the top 20. It might be in the top 30. Maybe. Like, open borders are down the list. You need a lot of shit before you do open borders. You know what I mean? Like, it's... People say, just ethically speaking, in a philosophical sense, borders are not ethical, and I agree with that. In a pragmatic sense, we need borders for now. Just because of the way the world is actually operating. But eventually, yes, their open borders would be good. It would not be good in this situation. Open borders are not good in hyper-tribal super world capitalism. Like, open borders are an eventual hope for the world that is good and ethical. Yes. I just don't really understand why they pretend that that's a current political platform that anybody is harping on. No. What they really mean when they say open borders is treating Mexicans like people. Like, they're people. They are people. They speak a little bit of a different language. Most of them also speak English. Zulo, thanks so much for the tier 1, dude. Appreciate that. And like they're typically a little more tan, I guess, but not surprise. Not all Mexicans are tan people. Did you know they have people of every descent in Mexico? Isn't that wild? They are people, and they are multicultural. They're not just like Taco Bell. You know what I mean? Surprise! Mexican people are more than tortillas and good food. They're human beings with desires and wants and pain and love and families and religions and other beliefs and stuff like that. And hey, I disagree with some Mexican people too, but guess what? They're fucking humans, and we should just treat them with dignity. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Can we agree that What do you mean? What do you mean? Can we agree that Biden should not be devoid of criticism? Yes. I know you're not so new that you need to ask that of me. Oh, they do have good music, yeah. Yeah. We should just treat Mexican people with dignity, right? So you don't treat them like they're criminals when they want to be in the United States. You are literally saying that we have the world's greatest country, and then you're upset when people are like, I want to be there. Why? Then either stop doing the propaganda of we're the greatest country, or understand that you're going to have an influx of people come there when you say something like that, and saying that you can follow your dreams and shit like that. Like, what? No, I'm not above criticism either. It's just that you're probably wrong when you're criticizing me. No. Usually criticism of me isn't of me. On here. Real criticism of me exists, but usually when I get someone criticizing me, it's you're fat, or you're wearing a corn suit, or you're an SJW, or I don't know, something fucking stupid. It's never like the idea, right? Very rarely is it the idea. Hopefully we can get more people that say, "Hey, I don't like this idea you have." Like, that'd be ideal. You know what I mean? Yeah. That'd be ideal. Anyway, let's continue this video, I guess. Jake has too big of a dick. True. No, that's not true. That's not true. If I had a humongous dick, you'd have seen it already. It's a normal dick. It's just normal. Okay? We got a little girth on us, but it's not, it'll get the job done. All right? Okay? Don't gas up my dick too much, all right? It's just a fucking... It's a solid cob, okay? It's solid. It's like a Toyota. Okay? It's like my dick is like a Toyota. It's just real dependable, all right? Not gonna wow you. Not gonna blow your mind, okay? All right? But my driving skills are real good. All right. Anyway. Hey, a good driver can make a Toyota fucking purr, baby. All right.
Building a movement on the foundation of amnesty and cheap foreign labor is like building a house on a field of quicksand.
Yeah.
Reject weakness in the face of the threat posed by China, including their actions.
Why are we talking about China? So weird, dude.
Reject military adventurism. Instead, support a strong defense solely for the purpose of protecting our nation and its people.
Okay.
Now, the battles ahead will be made more difficult without the voice of one of our greatest field generals, my friend, Rush Limbaugh.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Did you guys know Rush Limbaugh? Do you guys know about him? Chat. Rush Limbaugh died. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Shit. Chat. Rush Limbaugh died. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, chat. What? Did Rush actually pass away from cancer? Oh, shit. Oh no. Rush died? Oh no. Oh gosh. Whoa, it's so sad. I don't think I can play any more than this. I think that's the end of it. Anyway, end a bit.
On Wednesday, the state of Florida had the flags flown at half-staff in honor of Rush.
Rush Limbaugh died and they put the flags at half-staff in Florida? Holy shit. Oh no. You know what else happened in Florida? So not only when Rush Limbaugh died, not only did Florida put their flags at half staff, every single dealer of oxys also put their they like cut their prices in half just for the day, so that people that were also addicted to opiates like Rush Limbaugh could get a little bit of a halfsies today. The Rush special, if you will. It was very nice for a day. It was very nice. Good for them. They tried. I don't know if they tried to half staff. I don't know if they did or not. He said they did, but apparently they didn't. I don't know.
In honor of his legacy, Rush displayed the courage of his convictions time and time again. Rush was one of the first to fight and win against cancel culture. Rush showed that fighting the left requires strength.
Weird.
And that conservatism devoid of backbone is doomed to fail.
You know what's you know what else is doomed to fail? Or was doomed to fail? Rush Limbaugh's cancer-addled body.
So at this moment in our history, and I think Rush showed us this, but particularly now, standing for the right things comes at a cost. You will be attacked, you will be smeared, and you may even be canceled by the major organs of the political left.
The major organs of the political left? Like dicks. Dicks are organs.
Now anyone can spout conservative rhetoric. We can sit around and have academic debates about conservative policy.
Can you? Wait. Do you think conservatives can have academic debates about conservatism? I don't think they can. I genuinely don't think they can have a single academic debate about literally any of the things they think they believe. Most conservatives who come and talk to like literally any leftist leave it, say that they didn't learn anything, and then 6 months later end up not being like fucking conservatives. Like a great example of this is fucking Hunter Avalon. He has a series of real conversations with leftists. The big one being Vosh. He also had a conversation with me as well right before that, and it took about 6 months that he's like, yeah, well, looks like I'm wrong. Like, this happens a lot. This is why a lot of the population of these fan bases that a lot of us have are ex-right-wingers. Like, yeah, you're just real dumb. like everybody likes to be correct, you know what I mean? You love Hunter? Hey, Hunter's fine. He's not great, but yeah, he got really, really mad at me when he did an anti-trans thing, and then it came out that he was having his first kid, and so I made a video that said Hunter Avalon's going to be a really fucking terrible father, and I stand by that if he would have remained conservative that way. And so we talked about that stuff, and he had some anti-trans beliefs. Like Riley Dennis was a really great example of someone that he didn't respect the pronouns of and stuff, which I believe. Riley's they, them, right? Am I nuts? She? Oh, non-binary woman. It says she on the wiki. Is that correct? Does anyone know? She, her? Okay. I knew non-binary, but non-binary woman. Okay. Anyway, that's not the point. But the point was that after the conversation, he seemed receptive to several of the different things that he was wrong about, insofar as trans people are considered. And although it started a little hostile, I don't think the conversation ended hostile. And since then we've actually been a little friendly. So it was really. I'm actually genuinely. While I don't think that his. I don't think that Hunter's content is necessarily something that I enjoy or have ever really enjoyed. I'm glad that he had the integrity to change his mind. That is one thing that I actually genuinely respect about people. Like when you change your mind about something, that's a good thing. So, very excited about that. I don't like the idea of people being pure forever. If you're a viewer of this at any point, you know that about me. Like, I'm not for purity. If you were a Nazi 2 years ago and you've done what it takes to no longer be that, and you know, your actions are speaking, and you're an ally, and you disagree with that, and you fight, and you're anti-Nazi, I'm willing to forgive you for that. I'm willing to forgive you. Purity is sus. Purity is super sus. What are we advocating for if you're not allowing people to change their minds about the things that you like? What, did you just think that they were going to land on the correct answer naturally? Like, that's fucking shitty. That's really shitty. There are some people that have really bad expectations about people and have obviously never like been in charge of other people's like well-being or something. Like, it's nuts. My space bar isn't key to this YouTube video. There we go.
I'm not saying you don't do any of that, but the question is, when the Clegg lights get hot, when the left comes after you...
What's a Clegg light? What the fuck? Clegg light? Is that a thing? Clegg light? Did he say Clegg light? What? What did he say? This says Clegg light. I'm from liberal to libertarian to tanky. Now I'm an off-light leftist. Off-light? Don't be off anything. No authoritarianism. Thank you. Clegg was the name of Eastbound and Down, I think. I don't know. The theater light? I don't know how to say it. Yeah. Diet off. Yeah, why don't we just like avoid the authoritarianism in general, right? Unless by authoritarian or auth-light you mean laws exist, which isn't what authoritarianism is. So, yeah. Auth is bad, and in all ways. Yep. True. Always bad. Always bad and stupid.
Will you stay strong, or will you fold? So enjoy CPAC in Florida as you leave to go back home, although if you're not from here, I don't know why you'd want to leave here. But when you do and you engage in the battles ahead, hold the line.
Hold the line.
And don't ever back down. Thank you.
We're going to the moon, chat. Hold the line. Hold the line. He's trash. CPAC is cringe as fuck, dude. I mean, it's obviously always going to be a circle jerk at any kind of one of these events, left or right. I get it, but like, that is just... They're just sad. Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't know this was a thing. Look at this. An applaud button. Show support by applauding. An applaud is a monetary donation. Chat, please clap. That's what I'm asking for. Please clap on Twitch. Okay? Applaud me, please. All right? With your money. That's how that works. Applaud me with your money.